Hey guys, Dan Heilman back with another video. Today we're going to talk about Ethereum, Ethereum Name Service, and Ethereum Classic. I'm going to talk about what they are and my views on them, price predictions, etc. So enjoy the video. All right, first let's talk about the Bitcoin price. So you can see here we had a nice rally up to 100K. We tried it a couple times and then we pulled back. We had a lower high, and this kind of lost the momentum here. You can see there was not a lot of volume on this second attempt here, and then that caused us to pull back. There was a lot of talk of worry, but in Bitcoin, a 9% pullback is not too bad. So you can see we formed a higher low, which is great. There was a lot of buying pressure here, which at this nice EMA line here, you can see we pulled back, and now we have been rejected and made a lower high, unfortunately, again. We did not have a lot of volume again, so you can see the price is going down and the volume is going down. So it's kind of just a cooling off point, and we do have Thanksgiving today. So happy Thanksgiving. And so usually Thanksgiving is a good time. I kind of talked about it a little bit in the last couple of videos, but you can see here is Thanksgiving and Christmas in the last cycle. You can see Thanksgiving, we had a nice little rally on Thanksgiving, a little bit of sideways, Christmas hit, and it was off to the races. So I'm assuming we might see something similar to this. Today is Thanksgiving, so this could be the start of a rally or a little bit of sideways. Usually we didn't see any dumpage. Let's just go back and review real quick, and then we'll talk about the other ones here. You can see we did see a little bit of a dump on Thanksgiving. Is this exactly Thanksgiving Day? I think it might be. So Thanksgiving Day, a little bit of a dump, but this could have been the day before Thanksgiving, kind of like we saw 2 days ago. So similar, a dump, and then a nice pump after Thanksgiving, and then a little bit of a cooling off period, and then, moving up at the basically mid-December, and a nice pump from there. So we'll see if history repeats itself. It is not always guaranteed to repeat itself, but sometimes it rhymes or looks similar. So that's what we're hoping on. All right, let's talk about Ethereum first. So I guess let's talk about Ethereum Classic first, because technically this was the original coin. Basically what happened was a long time ago, I think this was maybe 2018, 2019, Ethereum Classic. Let me kind of just bring up this article. I'll link two articles below for ENS and for Ethereum Classic, but Ethereum Classic was kind of the original. So established in 2016, and it was definitely the original blockchain. And then basically they got hacked, and the blockchain was split in two. People voted on it. Some people wanted to stay and have the hack, reversed and the stolen funds returned, and then the regular Ethereum didn't want that to happen. They wanted to continue forward. ETC has had some improvements since the hacking incident, but it is kind of, in my opinion, kind of a dead chain. It's supposed to be kind of more geared towards payment systems and stuff like that. I'll kind of let you go through it, but just the TLDR for it is I don't really recommend huge investments in Ethereum Classic. It is a smaller coin than Ethereum. Ethereum is, kind of like I guess I'll say the queen, right? Bitcoin is the king and Ethereum is kind of the queen, right? So Ethereum is the biggest altcoin by market cap by a mile. So Ethereum Classic is definitely not on the radar of most. If you do want to put some speculative money in there, you're free to, but I personally would recommend the next one I'm going to talk about, ENS, over that. And but let's talk about Ethereum first. So Ethereum has a very interesting price action here. It's almost like a huge bull flag, and there was a lot of hate on Ethereum for a long time. Even myself ended up selling up a little bit down here. Now that's not because I thought Ethereum was going to fail. It was just because I kind of found myself holding a ridiculous amount of Ethereum. I think I had like 12 or 13 Ethereum, and so I ended up getting rid of 2 Ethereum and then moving it into other smaller coins that hopefully will get bigger gains. So I took one for the team, of course, since I sold it. We saw a nice 50% pump basically right after I sold it, but that's okay. I went into other coins that I wanted to diversify a little bit, and it was kind of like a portfolio reallocation. It's not me, selling for the long term. So I have plenty. I think I still have 11 Ethereum left. So I have plenty here. Now you can see the price action is very similar in different cycles, right? So here's 2021, just like every altcoin, you see huge corrections, about an 82% correction for Ethereum. And we had a very nice pump at the end of last year, beginning of this year. So Ethereum was doing really great up till about $4,000. We saw a rejection. We sold off. We've been kind of trading in this channel for a while. We even went below the channel all the way down to some of these moving averages. I think that's the 100 EMA. And, and then we kind of rocketed back up, and now we're back at the top of the range. So do I think it's too late to get into Ethereum? No, definitely not. I think there's going to be a lot more upside. I believe... so if we kind of talk about, like, look at the return from here to here. Okay. So that's 150%. So if we were kind of in the same boat, 150% would take us up to about 6,000. I think we could see at least a 7,000 to even $9,000 Ethereum, and we might even hit 10,000. It just depends on what happens this bull run. If we start getting adoption in a lot of Bitcoin, Ethereum now has ETFs as well. So it is a lot easier for big institutional investors to get money into Ethereum. So I think when Bitcoin starts to cool off, once we get another big push up to, I don't know, 120, maybe even 140,000, we could see some sideways action for a while, and people will take their Bitcoin gains and move that into the next least risky asset, and that's going to be Ethereum. And with having the ETFs, I think even more money can come into here. So I do think we could see a $10,000 Ethereum. So from here to 10,000, we are looking at, almost 175, 180% gains. So almost a 3x of your money. So that's still pretty impressive. Now, yeah. So, I mean, now entry points, I guess I'll talk about real quick as well. We could see a pullback here. You can see we do have some resistance at this line here, and we could pull back to even this 3,100, 50% level, or even this 2,600. I don't think that's likely unless Bitcoin has a very big correction. Now, anything's possible, of course, before the end of the year, but I don't think we'll see real price action until the end of December, January, February, March, especially once Trump comes into office. If he does do anything with Bitcoin, I think Ethereum is going to get a lot of gains as the second least risky asset with the most amount of money in it and having an ETF. So I think there's still a lot of upside. A lot of people will hold Bitcoin for a lot of the cycle, and then once we are in the altcoin portion of the market, which should begin again in end of December, they'll see some really nice gains there. So okay, now I've talked about ETC, I've talked about Ethereum. Let's talk about ENS. So ENS is a really interesting one, and actually I was talking about opening a trade for ENS in this area here. So we've been trading in this ascending channel for quite some time. I made a couple of videos. If you have been watching in the channel, if you purchased some ENS down in this range that I was talking about, you're doing extremely well. You're up about 120%. So I do have a decent holding of ENS, and I think ENS, when I looked into ENS and I created a wallet on Coinbase, ENS is basically like a domain name. So I'll have another article that I'll link below talking about it. So if you know what a domain name is, like I have a website, danheilman.com. So I purchased that domain name, right? So it's kind of like that, except for your wallet. So if you've ever transferred crypto, so if I pull up Bitunix, etc., if you're looking for an exchange, by the way, definitely use my link below to get a Bitunix account. You can get a huge reduction in fees, and they have futures trading, spot trading, everything. But anyways, when you deposit money or withdraw money, basically what you can do is you'll select a you'll select a crypto, and then you have to make sure that you have the right network, because sometimes there's different networks, and you really just don't have to worry about that when it comes to ENS. So you have like a You pick like a wallet name. You can call it whatever. You know, my name is Dan Heilman, so you could call it that. You could call it, you know, Big Pumpers. You could call it, you know, whatever, Bitcoin Maxi. You know, whatever you want. You can make up kind of like a name, and then you register that name on your wallet, and it just makes it a lot easier because it's just, you know, if I want to use my name, it's just danheilman.eth, and that's my address. So instead of trying to remember this crazy deposit address and then also a different deposit address for every, you know, different coin you have, right? Because Bitcoin, Ethereum, those are all different coins and they require a different protocol, so they require a different deposit address. So it just kind of makes that all simplified. And, you know, if we're trying to really adopt cryptocurrency, I think this is a great, you know, quality of life change, right? So now you're able to just, you know, remember your wallet name and that's it. And then once you send it to that wallet, you know, any crypto can be held in that wallet, and it's like a wallet address. So it's really cool. Again, if you do want to sign up for Bitunix, I have a link below. They have awesome welcome bonuses. You can get up to $5,500 right now. It's the only legal leverage trading exchange that I'm aware of in America. I don't know of any else. Maybe there are other ones now, but it is definitely one of the first, if not the only right now. They have all sorts of different, you know, contests where you can trade and you get extra money for depositing, you know, money on the exchange and all of that. So it's an amazing exchange, but I just want to talk about ENS and why it's useful. I have used it on the Coinbase wallet, and I think it's pretty cool. Now, it's blasted off. So if you didn't buy it when I told you guys to buy it down here at like $17, do I think it's a great entry right now? I think with this massive candle, I mean, look at this candle. It's kind of ridiculous, to be honest. I would kind of wait for a pullback down into this $34 range. Oh, that's a new all-time high. I didn't even realize. Is this a fully new all-time high? Oh, no, it's not. Okay. So when it first launched, the price was quite high, all the way up here, $83. So it's kind of a new all-time high in the last couple of years. So I guess a recent high here. You got two options. You either get in right now and hope for no pullbacks. But if we see a Bitcoin pullback, honestly, the Bitcoin pulled back and this still happened. So I don't know, maybe either get in now or you could possibly wait for a retest of this channel here. So you could get an order in at maybe $36, maybe $35, maybe if you're super lucky, $34 if we come all the way back to retest that. But there's no guarantee that happens. You can see we've just been trucking up. So I don't know. You could wait for a pullback as far as the entry. Now, what am I thinking for price targets? It's really hard to price target assets that are fairly new. I think we'll at least get to our all-time high. I think especially if crypto starts getting adoption, I mean, 120% is, I think, a very easy return for ENS. It's a lot smaller market cap than something like Ethereum. So if we go to CoinMarketCap real quick, CoinMarketCap, and we go look at I like to kind of base my price gains and price targets on market caps, because that usually is what constrains them. You know, really high market cap like Ethereum, you know, the higher market cap, the harder it is to move the price, the more money. I talk about it all the time on the channel. But so Ethereum, you know, 2-3x. And I think that's about maybe a 4x if we get a crazy adoption. But then stuff, you know, the further you go down this curve here, where even is ENS? ENS. That is not ENS. Ethereum name service right here. Okay. You can see we're all the way down at 77 and we're at a much smaller market cap. So it is a pretty small market cap still. So we could see, I don't know, a 5x. Could see a 5x. So price right now is 37, whatever 5 times that is. Let's go look at our chart. We could see something like that. So that's about a 500%. Yeah, we could see some big numbers. We could see a $200 ENS. Now, I think that's probably... Do I think this is realistic? Depends on adoption, really. I think it's definitely possible for a coin of this market cap and something with a real world use case. There's been a lot of, you can see, I don't know if it's whales accumulating or people just saw the price going up, so they jumped on the bandwagon. But I think we could see a huge price increase for ENS. So I'm pretty excited about owning a decent amount of ENS that I got. You can see my cost basis actually on the chart here. I like to mark my cost basis down here. So I actually bought a lot of it like way back here. So I was buying it back in here when we were dipping. So I purchased it, you know, a little bit earlier in the year, which, you know, felt bad for a while, but now it's feeling great. So, you know, you win them, you lose them. But that's going to be it for the video. Just wanted to talk about the 3 Ethereums that I think are the most important. I kind of wanted to just mention ETC because if you don't know what it is, maybe you would purchase it thinking, you know, it's going to be great. But I just think it's going to, you'll be disappointed because, you know, I was trading this crypto back in 2017 and 2018 at like $23. So, you know, it's not even much above that. And when it comes to Ethereum, I was doing the same thing, but it was like $600, right? So you can see the price has kind of been stagnant for this. I would kind of stay away from it. But anyways, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. If you have been watching the videos all the way through to the end, I really appreciate it because that's what kind of tells the YouTube algorithm that people are enjoying my videos, along with all the interaction, you know, pressing the thumbs up, leaving a comment, subscribing to the channel. So really appreciate all the support. And if you still want to support me even more, feel free to use my Bitunix link below. You get a very nice discount on fees, and I'm really loving Bitunix. I have lots of trades open on Bitunix. I've just been having a blast with it. I'm just happy to finally have, you know, somewhere where I can futures trade. It was really hard being an American to try to find some place to trade futures, but I have an XRP and a Bitcoin trade. You can also follow me on, I do have a public trading account on Bitunix as well. So if you want to join, you can just follow my trades, and every time I open a trade, it opens at one for you. Every time I close it, etc. So you can see I'm up on XLM and Bitcoin right now. So I've been trading these and kind of taking profits when it goes up and kind of adding to the position as we go down. And yeah, so you can follow me. My name's just Dan Heilman on here, just like here. And that's going to be it for the video. Again, use that link and have a great Thanksgiving, everyone. See you guys.